Hello everyone. In this session we'll learn how to download and install Kali Linux. So first of all go to your browser and type Kali Linux download and you will see the first link from where you can download the Kali Linux. Click that link and it will take you to the official site of Kali Linux. Scroll down till you see the installer image of Kali Linux. As you can see the ISO file of Kali Linux. Click that and it will start downloading. As I have already downloaded the ISO file, now I am going to cancel it. Now I'll show the process of how you can install the Kali Linux. So first of all, open Oracle VirtualBox, click on New button, and the pop-up will appear to create a new virtual machine. Choose a name for your virtual machine. I'm going with Kali and select a path where you want to store the data of your virtual machine. If you want to leave it default, you can leave, or if you made a separate path to store the data of your virtual machine, then select that path. As I made a separate path, I'm going to choose that path. After choosing a path, now it's time to select an ISO file that we have downloaded. After selecting, just click next and now it shows to choose an RAM and CPU for our virtual machine. If you want to go with default, you can go, or if you want to increase, you can increase. As I am going with 4 GB RAM and 1 CPU. After choosing this, just click next. Now it shows to choose a virtual hard disk for our virtual machine. By default, it's 25 GB. If you want to increase, you can increase. I'm going with like 50 GB so we can have a better space in our virtual machine. After allotting disk for our virtual machine, just click next. Now it shows the summary of our configuration. After seeing this, just click finish and now you can see that we have successfully created our virtual machine. Before starting our virtual machine for the first time, we need to do some setting in our virtual machine. Just right click on our virtual machine and go to settings. Under display section, we need to increase the video memory to the maximum memory that is allotted by our system. And also there is one more setting we need to do under network tab. If you see the network adapter is attached to bridge network, then change it into a NAT network so that our virtual machine will have a private IP address compared to our host machine. And also our host machine will be safer from our virtual machine. These are the settings we need to do before starting the virtual machine. Just click OK and the settings will be applied. After doing that setting, now click start and it will load our Kali Linux for the first time. If you are starting the Kali Linux for the first time, we need to install the Kali Linux. Select the graphical interface and hit enter and it will load the graphical interface for our installation process. Select the language and click continue and select your location and click continue and choose configure keyboard. As I am going with British English, you click continue. Now we need to choose a host name for our virtual machine, our Kali Linux machine. As I am going with default host name, just click continue. Choose a domain name for your virtual machine. I am going with like Kali and click continue and choose a full name for your new user. I am going with like default name as a Kali. Choose a username for your account. I'm going with like Kali and select a password for your account. I'm going with default password like Kali and Kali. Click continue. Now we need to select a disk for our Kali Linux. We need to select guided use entire disk. This will use that disk that we have created during the installation process. As we have created like 50 GB, it will use that entire 50 GB as Kali Linux disk memory. Just click continue, just click continue and just click continue. Write the changes to the disk and it will format that 50 GB disk, not our entire SSD. So just click S and click continue. and the installation process will take some time. Now it shows a software selection, or you can you can customize your Kali Linux, or you can go with default environment of your Kali Linux, as I'm going with default environment, and click continue. Now we need to install a bootloader, so just select yes and click continue. We need to select a bootloader, so select a VBox hard disk and click continue. As you can see, the installation process has been successfully completed, and click continue and it will reboot our virtual machine. Enter the username and password that we have used to create the account. Now we need to convert this screen mode into a full screen mode. So go to View and click on full screen mode, and it will automatically cover up our whole screen. As you can see that the Kali Linux has been successfully installed properly without any error.